Alright, here's the update of the garden. So right here, we initially had nothing there. It was just, we had a plan for it, but nothing was planted. So now we have sweet corn planted in this section right here. So sweet corn is planted. The cucumbers aren't really doing much. We're probably going to replant them. But everything else is just awesome. Here's our carrots. The last time they were pushing maybe 2 inches tall. But I don't know how well you can see it on camera. But that is, well, here's my hand. And that's still not to the ground. So that is almost up to my elbows. So the carrots are doing great. The broccoli we almost lost. We planted a little too early. We had weaker seedlings, but we scrounged up. We saved plastic containers rather than recycle. We reuse, and so there's like I think that's a lettuce container from the store, and we cut a little hole at the top, and we pretty much covered the seedlings, and we had different methods, so we pretty much protected them and kind of created a little greenhouse for them. But as you can see, the broccoli is doing really good. These weren't up the last time. These right here, this lettuce here, I believe this is crisp head. No, that's another leaf lettuce. The crisp head's over there. But so these are doing good, but we planted them differently. This one we planted by the package, where you space them a certain way. You only use 2 seeds, but as you can see, nothing happened. This one we were actually more generous and just sowed kind of in a line, and then we just thinned them later on, and we had baby lettuce leaves. So this way was definitely better. You can't really say you wasted more seeds, because those seeds were wasted too, because it never even came up. So this was definitely better to do, and this is a lot of lettuce here. I'm gonna try one. So this is black seeded Simpson, and this is in the other bed, and these are just awesome, and these are one of our top producers here. Hold on, I found a bug. Alright, so right behind it is kale, and as you can see, I mean, how big. Here's my hand. I mean, it's bigger than my hand. This kale is huge. This is red Russian kale. Since that's doing so good, I planted in this little section right here, I planted more red Russian kale. And that is going to be one of our year-round producers. You can pretty much grow this or other varieties of kale, and this one year-round. Just put it in a hoop house and it'll work. Here's spinach. These got thinned majorly this past weekend. Dawn went in here, and a couple of these went to bolt. They went to seed. They're in a different soil than the raised beds. The raised beds have not seeded, went to bolt at all. In fact, here's one right here. If you get close to it, right here, you can see the seed. So, but I think mostly it's due to the fact that it's directly in the sun. And greens are a cool weather crop. And so usually what you would do is plant them in a partial shade or put a shade cloth over them, which is what we're gonna do. But so we eat these more aggressively because they don't last as long as the ones on the raised bed. And here is our crisp head lettuce. This wasn't really doing much the last update either, but all of a sudden this crisp head just took off. Our onions are doing good. And these tomatoes, I'm actually going to take the covers off them today because they are pretty big. And here, this row right here, we don't have anything. We had tomatoes, but we planted them too early, and it was kind of our first go at gardening, and we learned a lot that time around. And so we planted more tomatoes, like this one, when it was really young, but we protected it more. So, alright, so that's the update to this garden.